Thanksgiving, so why not? No, I mean it's a hey, happy to be alive. Playing a great game of football. Biggest rivalry in sports, in my opinion, or one of them. So yeah, I mean, can't complain about too much.
Have you asked your teammates any thoughts on what this game is like at Bryant-Denny instead of here at Georgia? And what have they said if you have asked?
Yeah, I've asked a few, and they said it's pretty wild. But I'm excited. It's obviously a great opportunity. Just to play in a game like this, to play in a venue like Bryant-Denny, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
You always get it, like you can see it in your face when you get in these games. How excited are you for Saturday and for an opportunity like this?
Oh, this is why you play college football. I said a lot last year. When you play in big games like this, you grow up and you watch these games on TV, and you want to be a part of it one day. And sure enough, we have another opportunity to be a part of a big game, and like I said, I'm very, very excited.
Jarrett, you beat this team last year. How much do you feed off of that? And you know that no matter what you guys have experienced this year and what they're doing, that can happen again.
Yeah, obviously, we're the sole team, the lone team in the country that can say that we've beat them, and or within the last calendar year. And I think the main thing is you can't look too much in the past and take that into consideration too much. But it's in the back of your head a little bit. And at the same time, I guess a great team like this, you have to be prepared and you have to make plays when they present themselves. Obviously, Coach Saban has those guys, coached up really, really well, and so you're going to have to be on your A game and make plays when you can.
Jarrett, I know you're obviously a quarterback. What can you say about Tua Tagovailoa from a quarterback's perspective and what he's done at Alabama so far?
He's obviously done great. He'll be up for the Heisman this year. He's done a great job. I got an opportunity to meet him this summer at the Elite 11 camp out in California. So I got to be around him a little bit, get to know him. Great dude. Obviously a great football player, and he's been doing really well, and it doesn't surprise me.
When you spent some time with him this summer, did you see this coming from him this season?
I mean, you never really know what to expect from somebody until they kind of start getting into it. Because last year, he played a little bit, and then obviously came in the second half in the national championship and played really well. But I mean, you can kind of tell, just by working out with somebody if they got it in them. And he sure enough, he's had it in him for a long time, and he's definitely displayed that this year.
You mentioned that national championship. Does it eat at you guys at all that you beat Alabama pretty handily last year, yet they still went on to win it all?
It is what it is. I mean, it was pretty hard to watch that game, not gonna lie. But we just didn't get it done. And those two teams did, and they got to play, and Alabama pulled away with the win. But like I said, it kind of is what it is.
Jarrett, how do you balance knowing that you need big plays to move the ball against this defense, but also knowing that you also have the turnovers would be not a good thing? Right.
No, I mean, obviously, you can't turn the ball over against a great defense with a great offense like Alabama's. Got to take care of the ball, and like I said, you have to make those big plays when they present themselves. There's not a lot of margin for error against a team like this. So you're definitely going to have to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves.
Jarrett, going into this game last year, you guys had just beaten Georgia, a huge upset, and then there was a lot on the line for your team, a lot of things that you were still kind of playing for. It's a little bit different mentality, or at least looking out from the outside in. Is the mentality different for you guys going into this game because of the circumstances?
I don't think so. I think every year, regardless of what the circumstances are for either team, anything can happen in this game, and rivalry games for whatever reason are just like that. Ohio State, Michigan, it's kind of another one that anything can happen. So, everybody here, we're just very excited for the opportunity. I mean, get to play the number one team in the country, on the road. Everybody against you. It's going to be a lot of fun. But this team, we've stuck together all year, and we're gonna do everything in our power to finish the right way.
Coach complimented the seniors getting through the ups and downs of this year, saying it hasn't been the easiest year. What can you say about the senior class and the leadership council group that you'll have and how you had to come together during tough times?
Yeah, we've definitely had to come together. Obviously, the season hasn't really played out the way we wanted it to. But again, you go through ups and downs. You're down 10 against a good Texas A&M team with 7 minutes left, and you come back and win. And just to see everybody stick together, especially in that moment, it's just kind of the telling tale of the season. And not everything's gone our way, but we've stuck together. We continue to fight for each other and continue to get better.
What can you say about Deshaun Davis and the type of leader and character and person that he is?
I love Deshaun. I can't say enough great things about him. He's a tremendous person, first of all, and I think that kind of carries over into football. He plays with probably more passion than anybody I've ever played with, and you can see it, and people feed off of it. And as a leader, that's what you want. You want to be able to be yourself and have people feed off of you, and he does a really, really good job of that.
Jarrett, how cognizant do you have to be of Quentin Williams anytime you're dropping back?
You got to be aware of him. He's a beast up front, that's for sure. We're definitely gonna have to account for him. But they got great players all over the field, so can't just focus too much on one guy. You got to be able to have a good focus on everybody. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, but we're excited for it.
I believe Alabama's closest game against SEC opponent was a 22-point margin victory. You guys are underdogs by bigger margin than that. Does that come up at all in the locker room, just about how big of an underdog you are in this game, how no one expects you to win?
Not really. Again, it's a rivalry game. Our biggest rivalry game, their biggest. Anything can happen in a game like this. We know how we can play. It was just not even a year ago that we were on the same field and beat them. So, again, I don't look too much into it, and I know the rest of the guys don't either.
Seth Williams, just what he's been able to do this season, and now he's going back home to near his home in Tuscaloosa to play. Do you have to kind of calm him down a little bit or talk to him before playing in front of that crowd and everybody knows who he is and everything?
I don't think so. He's obviously a freshman, but he doesn't really act like a freshman. I don't know if he knows what he's getting himself into quite yet. Just with the game itself and the rivalry itself, because you can't really prepare for it until you're in it. But I know he's going to be excited, obviously, to go back in front of the home crowd and that sort of thing.
Just looking at Alabama's defense from this year back to last year, are they the same or different in any way?
They're different, same and different. Obviously, great players all over the field. Coach Saban is pretty sound on what he likes to do defensively from 1 year to the next. But they do some different things. Obviously, new faces in different spots on the field. But at the end of the day, they're a great defense for a reason. So we're definitely have to come ready to play against them.
Is it fun for you when you're going against another quarterback that's got a lot of a big number?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Anytime you get to go, against a guy, especially that I like going against guys that I have a personal relationship with, and obviously who are really good football players. Just kind of having that, shootout mentality, so to speak. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
See you guys.